What is going on, guys? Anger Collections in the house for another video. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be biased in this video. As you guys know, I love vintage magic cards and I prefer vintage magic cards. So I saw this post online on Facebook. Someone is selling this new serialized card, Birds of Paradise, serialized 17, I think, out of 500, retro foil, all that, shenanigans. And they're asking for $1,700 for this one. And it's, I mean, the set is not released yet. And many of these people that opened Ravnica Remastered are trying to, like, I don't know, probably trying to dump all these serialized cards, man. And Birds of Paradise is actually one of the cards that are like very popular on the set. And I was just thinking, I'm like, damn, 1,700 for this serialized cards. And I looked online on eBay. I checked beta Birds of Paradise, and I kid you not, man. It ranges from like 1,000 to 1,500, selling like literally selling like LP, even MP. But beta is like, it's I know it's more than the printing of these serialized cards because alpha rares is printed like 1,100, but Birds of Paradise is like 3 to 5 grand. So it's crazy how alpha is, bro. So I'm just saying, like, if these serialized cards, I don't even know if it's going to hold, but I'm not gonna lie, some of these serialized cards are even way more, like price, um compared to like the old school Magic. So I try to just compare the Birds of Paradise because, like, you have here 1,700 for a serialized card versus the beta version, which is somewhat similar price. I mean, obviously, if I have the same amount of money, I would go with the vintage card because that's what I prefer. But many people, especially new players, um, what where would they, if they have the same amount of money, what would they prefer? That's why I ask you guys, if there's like a lot of new players over here, what would you guys buy if you have the same amount of money? Like, would you pick the vintage Magic or the serialized cards? And after that, the question is value wise. I mean, would these serialized cards value would hold around these price range, like $1,000, man? I mean, we've looked online, and you know many of these serialized cards has actually come down in value. But some of the most sought after ones, especially the playable ones, kinda holding their own. But at the same time, uh, I don't know, would they really hold value due to its scarcity? Because there's only like what, out of 100, out of 500. And even these low end bulk rares that we've seen in the past year, all these serialized cards. So I don't know, I just want to make this video, like I said, because it's very interesting with what's happening with serialized cards, and compared to the value of the old magic cards, especially if it's get reprinted. So I know a lot of people is a question out there, that is it, is Ravnica Remastered a good set to open? The only answer I always give is like, uh the all the cards in Ravnica Remastered is pretty much like reprint cards. And unless you really want a specific Japanese art or a retro foil that hasn't been reprinted, um, I would just like buy the singles, or even like buy the old printings of these cards, because I mean they're all out there. Even Shocklands, Like, I mean, if you want a specific retro shock lens and you want it in a deck, then yeah, go for it. Just buy the singles. And this goes to pretty much all the set that came, and probably in the future too. Like, there's so many reprinted cards already, and like I said, unless you want that specific variant, then I would just go for it, man. Don't buy and do crazy, mass box opening of these reprinted sets. There's a few sets that are, I want to say, like, good to open. One is like for, if you guys gonna draft it, or if you guys wanted to just like have fun. There's a few sets, especially master sets. But overall, like I said, comparing these serialized cards, all these new reprinted, new variant, compared to the old school reprints and the vintage cards, um, I would still prefer the OG printings or the vintage counterpart, because I mean, it's like I said, I grew up on those days, so I'm more gravitate on that side of the table, and that's why I want to see new players, new Magic players, new collectors. Um, what would you guys prefer if you guys have the same amount of money? So yeah, let me know in the comments what do you guys think. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss any video. And with that, anger out, boys. Peace.